cares?
Yeah, who cares?
What a
That's
great
our
way to
show.
open the show.
Who cares?
Just so you know, Rogersville, that's where we're coming from today. Who cares?
Don't
From
care.
Pastor Chris Ballard.
Well, let's just take a survey. You guys can leave it in the comments. If you had a total stranger showing up at your house, hypothetically, to bring
stranger.
something, right? Let's say it's siding samples, hypothetically. Does your house need to be cleaned up for the total stranger?
Like
Yes.
the room all the way in the back that nobody goes into.
The anticipated areas where the person will be in need to be cleaned up.
Does it need to be cleaned? Just
Not
in the front area?
clean, like
Picked up.
no, technically it doesn't need to be cleaned up, but there's something about I think most ladies that are like, I've got to have my house in order.
I agree. I think what I'll say is I think that most people would be surprised how messy their house isn't
Yeah,
if
I
they
agree.
went into somebody else's house and
Right,
they saw it.
comparatively.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because like they went into Ballard's house.
Right.
It's
We
kind of
hadn't
like
cleaned it.
sin, Chris,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I mean, when you get inside, we're all dirty.
We're all in need of a redeemer.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Good
It
job,
all
Will.
comes
Thank
back
you.
to Jesus.
Thank you. We're glad to be here in the Resource Center studio this morning in Jamestown talking to
Well,
you.
Talk about messy houses.
I can tell you there's people out there who do not care. And you walk in and you're like, okay. 'Cause,
Real
I
estate
mean, I'm in
agents.
a lot of houses.
That's
yeah.
the one time
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let's pick up the house.
Yeah.
You're going to try to show your house to sell it? That makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No.
until then, no. If
I don't
you
know if
come
you-
over, you get to see the mess that I live in.
Have you guys ever walked through like a drug den house? Because
Yeah,
I've
those
had that
are-
opportunity.
It's not cool.
A
It
drug
is
den house?
a drug den, like where people like they're just like a flop house. They're just like doing drugs and selling drugs and living out of there, and
It's not good.
it's like
It smells awful.
Yeah.
it smells awful, and literally, I mean, you have to almost snow shovel your way through there because
Yeah,
there's just
it's
crap
bad.
everywhere.
It's real bad.
Literally.
Yeah, and
Literally.
stolen merchandise,
Yeah.
and it's nuts. But I did have that opportunity one time back when I was a prosecuting attorney.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
You get to see some fun stuff as a prosecutor, right?
You're not kidding.
And to be fair, my house isn't that messy.
That's good to know.
I can't imagine it is.
It's
honestly.
lived in.
Yeah. No, ours is lived in, that's for sure.
We got the sock cam today.
Sock cam.
Sock cam.
Coming at
Sock
you
cam.
live.
Yeah, we need some music for that.
We
for
do
that
need
shot.
some sock cam. That would be good.
Dun, 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 dun.
Where's Keaton when you need him, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Where the heck is Keith,
Sound
that
effect
guy?
man.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Hey, we made him watch Tombstone the other night.
I did not see it.
We were
you're
over- he had-
Daisy if you do.
He had never seen Tombstone. And he was over at my brother-in-law's house because he's hanging around with my niece quite a bit.
Oh.
And
Put a stop to that.
Yeah.
so it's probably okay.
Yeah, they're all right.
It's probably all
They're
right.
all right.
But I told my brother-in-law, I told Brent, I said, he's never seen Tombstone. I said, what? What? So we put it on immediately and
Good
made him
call.
watch it. But
Made a man of it.
we did.
Um,
He's never seen The Princess Bride either.
what?
I know.
No,
So-
yeah, I can see that.
I feel like it's been my responsibility to help my boys, my twin boys who are 17, to see some of the classics.
Oh, yeah.
And
You have to.
most of the time they looked at me and said, "Thanks, Dad, that was great." A couple times
Yeah.
they've said, "You think that's good?"
Yeah.
Tombstone was not one of those.
No.
Tombstone and Gladiator, they agree. Those are timeless,
Gladiator's a
classic
really good
films.
movie.
And I've seen Tombstone probably.
Is that okay?
You hate Gladiator?
No, I'm just saying, like,
for
for
showing
my,
your kids.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, to
it's
watch?
good. It's safe.
Yeah, I don't think
I've
it's
probably
bad.
seen Tombstone 50, 60 times, but I still sat there Thursday night and watched the whole movie.
So the interesting thing about Tombstone was that it came out when I was in the Navy, and I was on kind of my ship wasn't out in the ocean at the time when it came out, and I think I went to go see it. I thought it was awesome, so I walked back to the ship. I told all the guys,
I can see you
dudes,
We gotta go.
I said, dudes, you gotta go see Tombstone. They're like, well, let's go see it. So I walked back over that night to go watch it again. But then we came back that night. We told everybody on the ship, and they were like, well, let's go see it tomorrow during the day. So I think in a span of like,
What are you guys doing in the Navy that you're watching movies all the time?
we were on leave, but we
Okay,
didn't have anywhere to go. And so we were like, because when I was 18, I didn't have a car. So it was like, we just walked to the movie theater. I think I saw Tombstone within like a 4 day, within a 2 day period. I think I probably saw it 4 or 5
Yeah,
times.
the pastor's
my
making a
gosh.
note, and he just gave me a sermon illustration for bringing people to Jesus. That was was awesome.
It's like the woman at the well.
Yeah.
She goes and tells them, brings them to
Everybody.
Jesus.
You gotta come see
You
this
gotta come
movie.
see this.
Hey, now speaking of Tombstone, not that I'm giving a spoiler alert
Oh.
here, but I am. Have you seen The
Yeah.
Mandalorian?
Yes, I was about to say the same
that was
thing.
such
If
a
you've
good
not seen this
episode.
week's episode of The Mandalorian,
Oh.
hit mute right now. But
You just look there and go, "You Daisy if you do."
yeah, it was such a tip to Tombstone. It was a great episode. I loved it.
It was.
It was a great
really good.
episode.
I looked at my boys and I go, that was a Tombstone reference right there. Like, what?
Sam didn't even pick it up either, but I mean, he hasn't seen it 500 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It was a really, really good
Well,
episode.
But that's the actor. That's Michael Biehn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were watching. The kids brought Three Amigos.
Yes, I
Which-
love the Three
Three
Amigos.
Amigos is rated R.
Really?
Is it really?
It's rated R. I was
I
looking.
love
I
that
was like,
movie.
that can't be rated R. I mean, that's like a
But back then,
PG-13.
they didn't have PG-13, right? It was.
I
Yeah,
can't
they
remember
did.
the name.
I think
I
they
don't
did.
know.
What movie?
No, it was. It was Stop Howling.
Temple
was
of
the first
Doom.
one. Oh, Temple of Doom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because of the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were watching Three Amigos. I can quote
That's such a good
the
movie.
entire movie
That's a male play.
just about. Oh my god! I've been saying that to my kids for like.
They never
oh,
get
it's
it.
a Tubman 601, and they're like, "Dad, what is that?" And so, anyways, that was in the movie, and they were going, "Oh, that's what that's from."
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I need to watch that again.
Yeah, I do need to
It's a
watch
good
that
movie.
Inglorious El Guapo.
I love those
Or
like
infamous.
Infamous El Guapo.
cheesy,
He's very famous.
cheesy comedies that were produced during
Oh
that
my
time.
God.
See, El Guapo
Excellent.
now always makes me think of Boss Rutan,
Yeah.
the UFC heavyweight from UFC 20.
Oh, I
El
don't know
Guapo.
that good.
Huh?
His name's El Guapo.
His nickname's El Guapo.
Oh,
El Guapo. But he's Dutch, so it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
He's-
No, it doesn't.
But he's in the
It's
movie. He's the fighter in the movie Here Comes the Boom with Kevin.
Oh yeah,
What's his name? Yeah,
that's
that-
a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It's
That's
really
Boss
good.
Rutan. He was a big pancrase fighter. He's known for his liver shot. So he would like slip a hook and then hook somebody in the liver and just knock them out. And then you watch his fights on YouTube,
Sounds
and he
awful.
hits people in the liver, and their eyes just go, and then they just
Turn
go
yellow.
down. Oh yeah,
Nice.
and they just go down. It's like, wow, I didn't know you could knock somebody out by hitting them in the liver, but he did. It was awesome.
I can see when he's like sitting back in the day. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna be known to hit people in the liver
I'm gonna be the
really
liver guy.
hard, and I'm gonna be the best at it.
Yeah. But he does like the jumping splits. Like he jumps up in the air and does the splits and touches his toes in the air. But he's old now, so not anymore.
I used to do that when I was a cheerleader.
Yeah, I used to do that. That was
I've never done that and never will.
It takes a lot of
that
practice.
was my move to impress the cheerleaders.
Was
So
it?
they had to do a toe touch better than you, and they're like, no, you
No,
can't.
you
And I would
can't.
pull it off and be like,
Would you really?
"Yeah."
Yeah.
My sister was a cheerleader, so she was always doing it. So
When
as a
you-
little brother, it's like I can do that better than you.
When you hyperextend your legs, that's when you hit a new level of cheerleading.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Sock cam.
I had
And
a
then it
killer
hurts.
pike. My pike was
Sock cam. Sock cam.
Sock cam. So are we going to tell people? What
We
that
need to
is?
tell what the sock cam
Yeah.
is. Yeah, we need to talk about what the sock cam is. So the sock cam is we're collecting hygiene products, so like
Hygiene
socks and underwear, like
Underoos.
underoos. Yeah. So for kids, and we donate. You fill this sock up for us, and we donate it to the Wildcat Closet. So it's got some stuff in it, but it
Yeah.
needs some more.
Needs more.
It needs to be full.
It's
I think
not-
it's a contest.
Until it's coming out of the top,
Yep.
and we can see those contents. We're not doing our job.
Yep. So you
help
can
us
drop
out.
it off here at the studio.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
open.
and it's Giving Tuesday, isn't it?
It is Giving Tuesday. Yeah. We're
that
open
would
at
be-
random times.
You just message one of us and we'll get
Let's
the loot.
just do this. I'm going to make an executive decision.
You
and
are?
I don't think Aaron will mind. Why don't we just move it down to Storytime Coffee by the Christmas tree?
Do you guys not have your own sock?
Well, we're collecting toys for
Okay.
Bridges for
Okay.
Youth.
Okay.
But that's okay. There's room for the.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I like
the sock will be at
Traveling soccer.
the traveling. It will be at Storytime Coffee. So bring
Yeah,
your
that way it's open. Anytime.
Anytime,
During the week before
yep.
5 p.m.
socks and other stuff like that. Bring it. Storytime Coffee and drop it off in
Teamwork
the
makes the
K-ROG.
dream work.
That's right.
Speaking of teamwork and K-ROG, we're going to be in the parade.
We're gonna be in the
We're gonna bring
parade.
some wassail.
Hey, you're going to want to.
I've never had wassail.
Wassail is
My
fantastic.
aunt makes an incredible wassail.
Well, I'd like to.
Wassail
do
or
some.
wassail?
Wassail.
Wassail.
Yeah.
I don't
Do
know.
you go to the Silver City?
I do
light thing?
go, but
They've got
well,
a-
usually,
you
but
can get wassail there.
I've never bought the wassail.
It's pretty good. It's
It's hard to pass up their hot chocolate.
Yeah, they're hot
But
chocolate's
the
really
wassau's
good.
good.
it's citrusy slightly. It's
I
like
like the
orange
citrus.
and cinnamon but it's
Okay.
really good.
Usually pineapple and orange
Is that it? I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
a
never
little
made
bit.
it.
So it's
But cloves, cinnamon,
okay.
Jack Daniels.
So it's in the realm of.
In
not a
Tom.
silver dollar
In
cinnamon.
Tom's.
Oh, there isn't silver dollars.
Yeah,
You just don't know.
It's back in the back.
You just don't know.
You're just not
where.
asking. You're not ordering right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
at was it Crazy Pappy's Funhouse or
Yeah,
whatever?
right.
Grandfather's mansion.
Grandfather's
It's-
It's now called Crazy Pappy's Fun
Crazy
House.
Pappy's Shack House.
Crazy Pappy's Sketchy
It's a
Shack.
whole different theme park you're talking about.
Put some whiskey in your wassail.
What was that one in Arkansas that wasn't around?
Dog Patch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
must have been a dog patch. Is that
Oh
where you
my
went?
god.
We had a dog patch at Lake of the Ozarks growing up.
Really?
It had this guy that looked like
A dog?
Alfred E. Newman.
Really?
He's probably 20 foot tall, and he was waving across the street to an Indian that was on the other side, and that's
Okay.
where we had like all the
Oh
arcades when we were
my
kids.
gosh, that's awesome.
It was fun.
It's
No
fun to
idea.
be in the parade though.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
and
Yeah.
and you're gonna want to see I think we're just using my truck. I don't think
I
we're
think
pulling a
that's the
trailer. I think we're
plan,
just, but you guys are gonna broadcast live from the parade,
Yeah.
from the bed of the truck. We'll have some GoPros, crowd cams.
Yeah, it'd be the reverse. Instead
Yeah.
of watching the parade from K-ROG,
you
watch
watch the
people watching the
parade
Yeah.
from the K-ROG truck. And we've got some giveaways, which I don't want to give it away. What the giveaway is,
It's a good giveaway.
but it's a good giveaway.
You're gonna want to be at the.
You're gonna want to be there
Yeah.
to
We're
catch
gonna have
what we're
a-
throwing.
We're gonna have a giveaway tossing cam.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
That's what
yeah.
I'm getting
That's
at.
cool.
the cam. It's the giveaway toss cam.
Okay. And so I think it's you and the chain gang,
I think that's
I
who it
think
is.
so.
and
Yeah.
then I'll drive. And
Ryan White, if you're not watching, I told you about this earlier. You're kind of.
you've been voluntold.
I would be in the truck, but I'm going to be at the artist open house on the corner. I thought about trying to put me and my kids in the truck, and then I'm like, I'd spend the whole time freaking out trying to keep my children in the truck,
Yeah.
mainly Claire, and not falling over the edge because there is no
It's got
There's a
sides,
100% chance Claire would be hanging off the edge of the
100%
bed.
chance Claire
and
would be
and
in some
it wouldn't
stage.
hurt her a bit.
But
But
no,
if-
she'd probably bounce and run off like a wild kid.
If the three of us are in the back of that truck's gonna be loaded with 150% of beef in the back.
Okay.
So that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, it's a 3/4 ton. I think we'll be okay.
You'll be all right.
It's
Vicky
150%
Moore
beef.
asked about the parade route. I'll share it on the Friends of the Park page, but I can tell you where it goes. It goes from the park north on County Line, and then it goes east on Center, south on Main, west on McDaniel, and then Tillman back to the park. That's the general route.
There you go.
That was
So-
impressive.
Yeah, well, I brought it up yesterday. I happened to be in the chamber office when somebody called about it. And I'm like,
good stuff.
I know the answer to that.
Of
So
course
that's
you
where
would.
it is. Yeah. So we'll be at the Artist Open House at Heritage Post on the corner from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We've got 3 artists bringing incredible paintings and woodworks and jewelry. And Sue's going to be open with mini quiches and cookies. We'll have some beverages of variety. Probably, maybe we'll try to make wassail.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Should I make wassail? Okay.
I'll get you my aunt's recipe.
Get Aunt's
Aunt
recipe.
Sheila's recipe.
Get Aunt Sheila's wassail recipe, and I'll make it.
I'll bring Jack Daniels.
And then throw things from Will's truck. So it's going to be a great day. And then
Tom's
there's a
not
tree
allowed to
light.
throw things from the truck.
Apparently not. 'cause
Tom's
we don't know
like,
what-
woo!
Tom may be falling out of the truck. Oh,
And then there's
boy.
a tree lighting that night too. City of Rogersville's doing their tree
Oh,
lighting.
that's right.
Yeah, what time
by
is
the
that?
caboose. I want to say it's like 5 or 6.
Is there going to be singing?
I believe there's singing leading up to the lighting is what I think
Okay.
is the situation. So
I'm so sad. I'm going to be out of town this week.
I know that's
But-
okay though.
I'll be there in spirit, and I'm bringing some of the
Yeah,
precious
yeah,
items
yeah.
being thrown
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
The
my
precious.
contribution.
Contributing to
Yeah.
the giveaway.
But I am sad. I want to be there.
It's going to be a good time.
It'll
Yeah,
be fun.
it's
It'll
fun
be
to do
Mostly
it.
just to hold on to Tom's shirt so I
I
can follow the
know.
truck. I'll be like,
wow.
Put a harness on
I got it.
top.
I got it.
So here's
Too
where we
much wassail.
here's where we do need a little help though. I mean, I have a black truck and we need to like somehow decorate it something. We have the
You got the
sign,
sign.
but I don't know where to put it.
I am notorious
'Cause if we put it-
about.
I guess we can put it on the front of the truck because I keep thinking the parade's at night for some
Yeah,
It's
reason.
not
It's
at
not.
night.
Put it on the
It's
front
not
We can put
at
it on the front of the truck. That'd work.
So I am
zip tie or
notorious
something.
the past 2 years.
Florence girls can just
Yeah.
carry it out in front.
There
Like
you
the
go.
marching band.
Oh, that'd be
banners.
cool.
Oh, that would not work.
Okay,
I'm
Tom's
so
kids.
tired.
It is a metal
Yeah,
sign.
your kids.
If it's windy at all, hold on.
Right.
Oh yeah.
The past 3 years for the Christmas parade, I've been like, I'm doing the Christmas parade, and I'm not preparing at all until the day of.
Yeah.
And because it's busy this time of year.
Sure.
So I will go out and buy whatever. I've put a tree on top of a car, like a Christmas tree. I've like made banners and stuff and decorated, and I always get super stressed out and realize I did not plan this. Like, I am not prepared. There's no one around to help me because I'm not asked them to help, which is classic Lauren. So yeah, have a little bit of an idea in mind. But no, you can put that just on the back of your.
Well, I think it needs to be on the front, so people can see it. No,
That's
no,
big.
Know what's coming.
no, it's coming.
That's well,
Hey,
they don't
there's
really,
the K-ROG group.
they-
Of course, when they see John Pope and Ryan White, they're gonna know.
They're gonna know.
I
They're
mean,
gonna know.
Yeah.
Town celebrities.
Yeah.
It's got to be on the sides. Is
It's
what
got to
you
be on
need.
the side. We've
Here's
only
what
got
I've-
one sign.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
think it's in the front.
And I'm
row.
afraid that thing's going to catch wind and you're going to have an issue with it. I've done several parades.
I
now.
know.
There's wind
Reminds me of that
issues.
subtle line on the
We could
Christmas
just get-
vacation when they're watching the parade.
I got some
There's the
bungee-
Nutcracker.
I got some bungee
It's like
cords.
you lost. Oh, never.
What I've done in the
Duct
past is
tape.
I've printed off like from a computer K-ROG and put it on like poster, like
Oh,
that
there's
foamy
a-
poster board.
Okay.
I know. I've done
Maybe
some things.
Josh Hill will have a clever idea for us.
I bet Josh Hill would help
I bet
cover
Josh
ideas
Hill
since
would.
he's the
Are you
local
watching?
sign guy.
Slingshot.
Slingshot Creative.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give him a shout out.
Not to put Josh out of business, but we could just get a piece of poster board and write K-ROG TV.
Well,
You
that
could
would be
totally do that.
up to standard.
That
That's
would
what we do
be
around here.
Pretty much how K-ROG started. Right
It's
there.
hard.
Pretty much that's how it
It's
started.
K-ROG!
What? You know, K-ROG.
Oh, you know,
Whatever.
that thing that we did.
We're gonna
Yeah.
write ho ho ho. Now I have the machine gun.
Oh my gosh.
What movie is that from?
I don't know. I can't
Yes,
do
you do.
movies. I'm probably dying.
Lauren.
Yes.
There we go.
I do not
Good job.
remember movie quotes. I've seen the
Good job.
movies. I do not remember the quotes. It's something not in my brain for that.
Sock cam.
Sock game.
Do, do,
Sock
do,
cam,
sock
nothing but
cam,
Help us fill up the
sock
sock cam. Okay. There you go.
All right.
Emma's like, I hate you guys. Emma told us to
Mention the socks.
mention the sock.
We've
We're
mentioned
like,
the
oh,
sock.
We're gonna mention the
We're gonna
sock.
mention the
You're
sock.
gonna see the sock. What else is going on?
Oh, my
Did you
wife,
guys have a
my
good
wife says
Thanksgiving?
Evolution Arts will be dancing at
Cool.
the parade, right? I
They
think
do a
that's for
great
sure.
job.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can dance like
And
close
she
to
also
us.
says you can't give away Aunt Sheila's recipe.
Oh.
I'll get permission. We'll sort this out.
Do I need to copyright that for you?
Well, that's the Christmas spirit.
I
Shane.
know.
No sharing.
No.
No, you can't do
No
it.
sharing.
No wassail for you.
No wassail for Tom, but other than that, it's perfectly fine.
By the end of the parade, someone's forcibly taking the wassail away from
Give it
Tom.
here. You're done with that.
So the parade has a theme, right?
Yes, it does. A Christmas to remember.
A Christmas to
okay,
remember.
it took me a minute.
Well, this will be a Christmas to remember.
To remember.
It's gonna.
This will be a
Setting up.
Christmas to remember. I don't know if we want to remember.
Yeah, but
this
we're gonna
Christmas,
remember it,
but it'll
yeah.
be one to remember.
What we did, there was one a couple years ago that was like vacation. That was pretty creative. Some people
Yeah.
did some nice stuff with that.
Christmas
Christmas
vacation.
There was some cousin Eddies out there.
Nice.
Was that last year? Is that the year we did the Hawaiian
I think
thing?
it was 2 years ago.
I don't know.
I don't
I know
know.
we put JR in the bed of a truck, like in a luau, and it was awesome.
Nice.
And there was it was my other brother Ryan's flatbed, and there's like a big hole in the middle of it for something that like a trailer, I guess, probably a gooseneck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, if JR falls in that hole and grossly injures himself during the Christmas parade, I am never gonna live this down. He didn't. He's pretty agile.
He's
He is.
He's like Claire. He'll land on his feet.
On his feet and running. Oh, she's so sketchy.
She's a doll.
She is.
You're still thinking about how she might get hurt.
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah.
I just remember what we were at Taekwondo that one
Mhm.
night, and I think I grabbed like Malachi or whatever, one of the little tiger kids, and I put him in a little headlock, and dropped him, just play
Yeah.
fighting. And Evelyn comes running by.
Ding.
She's like, "Wrestle me!"
Evelyn is so sweet.
She wanted in, but not totally.
Not in. Lightly in. Yeah, that's gonna be the sister combo of them. Evelyn's like, I don't know if we should, and Claire's like, we're doing it.
I love that.
And I'm gonna be like, hey, Will, you're my lawyer. They're in trouble. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, I've gotten those calls before.
It
so
is
it's
amazing
okay.
how kids are born with their personalities. I'm convinced of this. They're born with them.
Oh, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I got 3 and they're all different.
Yeah. My
And-
twins
Yep.
couldn't be any more different.
Yeah, that's interesting too.
And they
That is
don't
interesting.
change either.
No.
It's pretty much the same when they come out as what they
Yep.
are on down the road. I can only assume that it's
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
people always question us because Sage came second, and even in the ultrasounds, he was baby B, Rylan was a baby A, but we gave him my namesake, so he's Sage Christopher. People are like, why would you give the second one your first name, not
Yeah.
the first one? We
It's a-
nailed it.
It's an Isaac thing.
Because it kind of is. It sort of is not too far off, actually. But he literally is he and I are more twins than he and Rylan are twins.
That's interesting.
It's crazy.
The girls tried to convince me they were twins over the weekend. They're like,
Your
so,
girls.
yeah. Because they're 14 months
It's like-
apart.
I
They're
was
trying
there.
to explain this to
Yeah,
you.
I was like, no, that's not what happened.
That's not
but
how that works.
No, they were telling me, they're like, well, a twin, when you have twins, one is born first. And I'm like, yes, but like minutes difference,
Not
not
months.
months. And they're like, no.
no,
And I'm
Mom,
like,
you don't get it.
well, I'm pretty sure. No.
Well, that's what's kind of uncanny about ours is that because Cecilia, being a girl, grows a little bit earlier and quicker than her brother, they both are starting to look like identical.
They could be, they
They
look
look
like
like
they
They
could be
look
twins, yeah.
like twin, and people are like, "Are they twins?" No, they're not twins.
No.
But what was it in June of this year? Cecilia, who's like 2 years younger than Sam, was actually about a quarter of an inch taller than he was.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
And Sam's not wearing that well usually.
No,
he didn't.
I'm guessing, but
bless his heart. But it's happening. It's happening.
Well,
It's happening.
He'll get
He's,
it back, probably.
He's been worried about it happening, and it's happening. And you're like, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Because now it means deodorant.
And here's a stick of deodorant.
Deodorant.
Use it.
I wonder if our kids are going to look back and watch these and be like, why
No.
did they talk about
They're
it so
never
much?
going to watch this.
Nobody's ever going to watch this.
No.
Nobody's ever going to watch this.
Hey, there's
We're-
like
barely
there's
anybody.
9 people watching right now.
Emma
Are
says-
you entertained?
Emma says she likes the sock cam.
So you just
We
quoted
like
her?
Emma.
Did she know
Oh,
she quoted
Right
her?
here.
I did.
Okay,
I knew
all
that
right,
one.
just checking.
Emma is doing something cool at the Artist Open House. She has pre-decorated, they're about yay big, mini Alberta dwarf spruce trees. I want to get that right. So it's like Christmas, boom, done. Here's your Christmas tree. It would be a perfect gift. It's $45 is what it's going to be. But it's pre-decorated. It's a live tree. You buy it at Heritage Post. There's different themes. What a perfect thing to like.
How big are they?
They're about this big. And take it, put it right on somebody's porch. Maybe somebody that you don't know has a tree decorated. I got 2 matching ones for my front porch. That's really cute. So I'm excited about these. So the Unique Flower Farmer has made a cute thing that you can buy. It's like Christmas to the nines right there. You buy it, you sit on somebody's porch. They've got a
Do a
Christmas
ding dong
tree.
ditch and then get out.
That's what I would do.
Hey, Emma, put a link or your phone number or whatever in the comments if people want to get one of these mini trees.
Yeah, they're
So-
cute. There's like themes. There's
Dwarf.
like Grinch and Dwarf. They're adorable.
Sure.
Dwarf.
Politically
Oh
correct.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Let's
politically.
say mini.
It is.
It
Send the
is?
meaning.
Now it is?
Yeah. Gosh, Will, you don't even know.
That
I don't-
tree has the
Back full circle. I don't
better
care.
I don't care.
Will's like, I care so little. I'm eating my cinnamon.
Get
roll.
off my lawn.
Oh my gosh.
My time to love cinnamon roll from Sue that I got from Storytime Coffee.
My mom tried to flood
Put it
Time to
all
Loaf
in there.
yesterday. Sorry, Vicky. Ugh. Yeah, my
Trying to
mom.
flood it?
Well, in our sinks in our bathrooms, we have those drains, and I've almost done this too, to be fair, to have those drain stoppers that you tap it and it goes down.
Oh yeah.
So she set something in the sink and got a phone call. Well, when it was like a coffee cup, and when it did that, it closed the drain. So she walked off to get the phone, and I mean, most sinks don't drain or don't stop up like that. So she walks off, and she walks back in later, and I come back in from a meeting, and she's like, "I flooded the bathroom and part of Time to Loaf." I'm like, Sue doesn't even know that yet. She's fine. It
I've
didn't
done
hurt
that in my house before.
Yeah.
It was Shayna and the kids when the twins were babies, and she had gone to see her parents. So I'm home alone for a weekend doing a remodel on her house,
Yikes.
and I turned on the bathroom sink, and for whatever reason, it overflowed.
Yeah.
I went to the church, went to the office, and
Oh,
worked for like
no.
4 hours. and I come back. You know the scene from Home Alone where the
Yes.
water's coming down the steps? That's what our basement looked like. So our basement was just
Oh.
flooded from.
I have a story like that I tell during my estate planning presentations
Ooh.
about how, like, if you put your kids' names on your house because, you know, it's like easier to avoid probate, but if they get a judgment against them, they can take your
Yeah.
house because they own your house.
Gotcha.
Because a lot of people will like put, well, I'm just gonna put my daughter's name on my checking account because then she can write checks for me and all that stuff.
Oh.
It happens all the time. But then if like they get in a car wreck and some lawyer with a phone number that has all the same numbers in it sues them and gets a judgment, they can take mom's checking account
Because it's part of their name.
because their name's on it. Yeah, you can't do that.
Well, that's worth it. I mean, if you take anything from this episode, it's that right there.
Simple-trust.com. Come
Yeah.
You've been doing. I see you once a week. It's Storytime Coffee.
Yeah.
Meeting with
Folks, doing Simple Trust. People love it. It's a
You're
really
doing one a week. Is that what or have you bumped it up?
I've bumped it up.
I was gonna say,
people like it so much. I'm like, I'm just going to do this for folks. Whoever wants
Good.
it, I'll do it because
You limited to like one a day though. See it.
no, I'm going to do whatever. If people in Rogersville want this service, and can I be not humble? They should.
Yeah, no, they should. They should.
All right, give us the deal again. It's 400.
No, it's $50 a month.
Yeah.
For 2 or 3 years, depending on the program you pick.
Right.
And then if you want to cancel, you cancel, and you get your full trust plan. Or you can stay with it, and we'll update your plan. Continually update it, free on online storage with all your documents. Upload any documents you want. You can put your family photos on there if you want.
There you go.
And but I mean, you know, because people didn't plan, because they didn't want to spend $2,000-$3,000 for a trust. Fine, don't spend it.
Don't spend $2,000 or $3,000.
We'll just
Yeah.
do your plan. Pay it out over time. Make it easy. They didn't want to plan because they didn't want to gather all the documents ahead of time. Fine, don't do it. We'll get your plan in place, and then we'll get it funded.
Yep.
And we're getting people's plans put together. We're saving families some time and effort and money, and let's get it done. But yeah, I'm writing them down at story time.
Sketchy lawyer in the coffee shop.
That's right.
Doing no, he's not sketchy.
And if
But-
anybody out there ever wondered why, you know, if having everything like legally set up and shored up, the world is run on attorneys right now.
Yeah.
If you watch the news, it's nothing but
Yeah,
attorneys that
it's
are
the attorney city,
dictating
yeah.
what's happening to our country. So get in line,
Yeah.
get it done.
Don't
Don't
put
just
yourself
think
at a
that you remove
disadvantage.
open
Yeah.
for
I just want to make it
hoops.
cheap and easy for folks,
Yeah.
and it's not cheap. It's affordable.
It's
It's
an investment.
affordable.
It's an
It's the
investment
same-
in your future. and
It's
you
the
get
same
to-
thing we do for anybody that pays the full fee. It's just spread out in a different format for folks.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's a good option.
There you go.
We can't end on that. What else we got?
No,
Yeah.
what else is going on?
Oh, let's see.
Well, there's lots of.
Oh, I released
That's
episode
good things.
3 of the Bravo Creative Podcast
Alright.
tomorrow.
Nice.
That's
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
All right, so I'm not that far behind.
I haven't
I
heard it.
finally listened to episode 1 yesterday
It's good.
Oh,
with
cool.
your lovely wife Michelle.
Yes.
That was fantastic time.
It was
Oh,
good.
Thank you.
I mean, as a, I'm not a creative type. I have some
A
creative.
little bit.
I was gonna say, I feel like you do.
Yeah, I have to be, but it inspired me.
Oh, good.
And it was cool. And I thought Michelle was a fantastic pick for your first
She was.
episode, and it was kind of cool to hear you guys work together. You guys
Yeah,
make a
it
really
was
good
cool.
team, and just kind of hear how you guys spur each other on in your own creative rights.
Yeah.
It's very relaxing too because they both have nice voices, and you're just like, I could talk to these nice
So-
people.
Put your register.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Barry Retkoff, he texted me after he listened to it, and he said that he was out running hay and was on the tractor, and he was listening to it, and he goes, "Tom, you have the most soothing voice." I thought it was kind of funny.
Well,
I never noticed
you
that.
used your soothing voice.
Yeah.
Like you went into your, this is my,
Hi, this is
yes,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
your, and I know that because I know you're an actor,
Right.
and so it's very different than what you're doing right now.
It's different,
This conversational.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was.
Well, when you
Yeah.
have the
DJ.
headphones on and you get
Yeah,
the
it is late
microphone
night
like
DJ.
right up there, you kind of have a tendency to kind of, hey, how you doing? You know.
Soften it.
That just sounded
This
creepy.
is so jam.
So jam. But Michelle's gonna come back on. We're actually gonna have another episode. She's all excited.
Well, she could be. I mean, she could be a co-host for you
Yeah.
in general with any of your.
Well, the thing is like we had to backload and do a bunch of them first, so we could get and send it out to Apple Podcast and all that kind of stuff before we could get it out there. So I had to pre-record a bunch of these, but then as we're moving forward, I'm gonna probably do like the week before kind of the podcast thing. So, but yeah, it's fun. It's a ton of fun. It's a lot of work though.
And now I just want to hear her sing opera.
Yeah,
I bet she's got a killer voice.
She does. She does.
I've heard her do karaoke, and it's good.
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
Well, if you're singing opera, it's definitely karaoke.
Well, you can, yeah.
No, it's
We get her and Michael Spires in here.
You
And
can have
Oh,
opera
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Why am I not this guy?
You
You can be
dabbled
part
in
of it.
opera.
Because the
Dabbled in
last
opera.
time I brought it up, you said, I don't do that
I
anymore.
know, you're right.
Well, he
I
does.
retired.
I told the sound guy the other day to turn Chris's mic on prior to and just mute it so it wasn't going over. And so I can listen to Chris singing in church.
Yeah, but I don't sing opera.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a.
Well, as I get older, I've got
Yeah.
way less control of my vocal cords.
But I can hear Chris
It's-
like on the microphone in the back of the church. So yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
I thought if I muted my mic back, you would be able to hear it.
That's correct.
Well, sometimes you don't mute that.
Oh, okay. Good. I try to keep it muted.
My experience is sound guys don't like it when the speaker or performer mutes their
They
own
want
mic.
us to leave it on.
Yeah.
Leave it.
I want to turn it off for that reason. 'Cause
Yeah.
If I go to the bathroom,
Yes,
or
you
I-
don't want to do a...
if I'm singing and I'm searching for the harmony and I'm not finding it, and
Yeah.
that happens a lot because my ears don't work anymore.
Oh, what's the name of your podcast?
The Bravo Creative Podcast.
And it's on iTunes, Spotify.
It's on right now. It's on Podbean.
okay.
Which
It's-
was easy to use, by the way.
It's super easy to
Yes.
use. Podbean is an app that's out there. It is. That's the reason why I picked it. It's
Yeah.
super easy to sign up
Thank
for
you for
it.
that.
And it's got every podcast you want is on Podbean. It's got a cool little app.
And I just listen from your website.
And
'Cause I
then
was working
my
my
website
computer,
has
so
my website has a like a external player for it.
Is that SoundCloud? Who'd you use?
Podbean.
Oh, it does it.
Yeah, it does it.
I've got like the audio from all these morning shows that we do. I put on Buzzsprout, which pushes it to Spotify.
Right.
Oh.
We're on Spotify now?
Yeah, if you have to look under my show, my
Oh,
morning
I
show.
feel like that's something the agent should have known.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the agent.
Yeah.
That's
You're
in
on
Mine's on
contract.
Spotify as
Yeah.
well too. Yeah.
That's cool.
But all I do is I take the audio off of these morning shows that we do or that Keaton and I
Yeah.
do, and I just strip the video out and upload it to Buzzsprout.
This has reminded me of the Thanksgiving special, which that was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
So, if you,
Missed that.
the audience out there, has an idea for the Christmas special,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm
what
not
would
missing
you
that.
like to see us do?
Well, we're going to do like
Wait a
Tom
minute.
Tom drinking my wassail.
Wait a minute.
we're going to do a white elephant gift
It's
exchange.
10 hours of wasp.
I thought about that. I think we could, but I don't know. I think that's a good idea.
Mhm.
I think we need to incorporate. I'd like to know if the viewers want us to do anything for the Christmas special. But yeah, I think doing a white elephant would be funny.
Mhm.
I
do that.
think it'd be funny as long as everybody keeps it PG.
Tom.
PG-13.
Tom.
PG-13.
PG-13 is okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's okay.
All right. Yeah, so yeah,
But yeah, if you have any ideas or anything you want to see for the Christmas special, let us know. We gotta book a time for that.
we do.
Organize the herd. I've been watching Yellowstone.
Oh, good job.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I've watched it 3
Okay,
times.
I gotta ask something.
I've watched it
Wait a
3
second.
times.
I got-
Spoilers, because I haven't gotten into it yet.
I have
Yeah.
Okay,
and I'd like to.
I
So,
watched
be kind.
3/4
The
of the
language
first episode.
is whoa.
We
well,
can't expect that.
It
given
is
the
a
setting.
It
it
is
is a
everything.
it's a rated R soap opera.
Yeah.
I think is a
Tarantino
good way
do
to
this
put it.
one?
No, but it's a soap opera. It's like a New Dallas.
yeah,
is my
I,
thing.
that's what I call it.
okay.
Yeah,
I call
it's
it
New
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to ask this because I'm in a 3rd or 4th episode, and I'm not going to spoil anything. And it's cheesy. It's a little cheesy, but it's cool content. You know, cowboys are always cool. So does it? You know, some of those shows, the first season is
I'm not
incredible.
listening.
I'm not going to spoil
Not
anything.
listening.
And then does it gradually get better, or does it pretty well stay consistently?
I think it gets better.
That was the vibe I'm getting because it seemed like it really exploded in popularity season 2 and 3.
The first season was good. The
Okay.
second season was really
Okay,
good.
that's what I'm wanting to hear because I'm not fully vested
It's
at this
kinda
point.
like
The third season has got a lot of
Seinfeld.
character and relationship development in it,
Okay,
which is good.
yeah.
And they left you with a huge cliffhanger.
Come
Okay.
on.
Well, it's kind of like Justified.
Oh,
Did you ever watch
God, I
Justified?
love
We're
Justified.
watching it now.
So
Whoa,
Justified's
I
one of
love
those. Did you ever watch
Justified.
Justified?
It's
Oh,
on
you got
Oh, it's so
No,
good.
Justified.
Hulu.
it was on. It's on.
So good.
Justified was one of those where I watched the first season and it had really good characters and it kind of hooked you, and
so
then
good.
you got into season 2 and 3 and 4, and then it got really good.
That's
Shelby
a
doesn't
good
really
show.
like it because it's too dark.
Yeah, I like dark shows.
I do too.
Big
So that's
fan.
probably one that we've been watching together. It's probably one I'm going to peel off and watch on my own.
Timothy Oliphant's kind of my fave.
Speaking
So
of
back from the
Mandalorian
Deadwood
tie-ins,
Yeah, back from the Deadwood days, which is Deadwood, Breaking
And he
Bad.
was in Mandalorian's season 3 as
Yeah.
well.
So I mean, he's kind of my, your. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
Screen
Anyway,
crush.
yes.
Mhm.
So he's kind of my dude.
Everybody has one. It's okay.
Yeah, he's kind of my dude.
Who was yours?
Okay. Well, are we going here? They
No.
can't make a
I think
pastor
we-
talk about a script.
no,
He's like, no.
no.
Michelle
not.
Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh my gosh.
I will say it because Shayna knows it. And we laugh about it, talk about it. It was going. It's going back to. Did you guys watch the show Alias?
Oh,
Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that show came out. I mean, Shayna was like, "You think she's pretty, don't you?" I'm like,
You think she's pretty?
Have you seen the picture of her toes?
"No."
Ew.
They have it's a
What website are you
I
watching?
know. I'm like,
It's not
no,
weird.
it was funny. You know, like on the sometimes you'll be going on those
I
websites
don't know
and
what
they'll
that-
have off the side they'll go. It has like these little weird like celebrity things off to the side.
That's
Yeah.
called
It
clickbait.
says,
Clickbait.
yeah, it's clickbait. It
Does
says,
she have Fred Flintstone toes?
look at these celebrities'
You're
toes.
having weird
And
And
toes.
so-
clicked it.
And
Or
I
you
was
wrote
like,
it.
and so I clicked on it. I think it was Michelle and I that were watching it, and it was like they had Steven Tyler.
Who
Steven
clicks those?
Tyler's
Tom.
Steven Tyler's toes.
I don't
look
even wanna
like
think
he's
about
been
his
dead for like
toes.
10 years, and he's still
Oh.
got his toes.
It's making me
Jennifer
sick.
Garner has this toe that like curls up around. Like somebody slipped a banana in the crib with some of these people because they have like monkey toes.
Monkey
It's-
toes.
You can't say that.
I don't think you can say
No, I
that.
don't think you can say that. Whoa, we got anyway. Deadwood was my favorite
Back
show,
to Deadwood.
and I am a fan of Timothy Oliphant, which he's been in like everything I'm watching right now.
He's been in he was in The
Fargo.
Office.
He was in Fargo. Yeah, he was in The Office. So
Just like one episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. and
Back to my brain.
so, but where were we at? Oh, I'm lost. Toes have completely
Lost. That
killed
was a good show.
Lost,
That was
yeah.
Lost.
He wasn't in Lost.
me. What show are we talking about that got
Deadwood,
us here?
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. God, and we're back. So anyway, I've picked up Yellowstone. I'm about 5 or 6 episodes in, and I'm like, it's gonna have to give me more to stay hooked. So I'm glad to hear that the second season.
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
it's-
All right.
Yeah.
That's good for me too because I haven't started.
I
yet,
mean, the
so
cattle
I'm
thing is always interesting to me because we had cattle. I mean, we weren't cowboys, but we had cattle.
So it's one of those where like the enemies and the allies, they'll realign and
Mhm.
move around. There's lots of maneuvering and this and that.
There's just and there people be getting murdered all the time. There's a lot of that. Yeah. Maybe that'll slow down a little bit because I'm like, the body count's too high at this point. This is not realistic.
I don't think it gets a lot better.
Okay. Apparently in
There's
Montana,
not even that many
you just
people
off
in
people.
Wyoming.
I
We
mean,
all
it's
know
not
this.
like John Wick, but
So by the end of the season, everyone in Montana will be dead.
at least Wyoming.
That's the pace we're at right now.
There's only 100 people there, right?
Is it in Wyoming?
No, it's in Montana.
that's
but
okay, it's
Wyoming
Montana.
is the least populous state. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Why is it
By
called
density.
Yellowstone?
The Dutton Ranch is the Yellowstone Ranch. It's the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch,
Okay.
and it borders on the Yellowstone National Park.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So
I had-
there's an episode later where they're like, "This is Yellowstone Ranch. That's the Yellowstone National
gotcha,
Park."
because I
across
didn't
the
really
road.
understand that. I'm like, why is it not like Dutton Ranch? I
It's
don't
the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch.
Because a bunch of people dressed up like Rip, one of the characters,
Yep.
for Halloween, and I was finally like, if this many people are dressing like a character, that's when you buy into a show. 'Cause
You
it's gotta
can
be
you
pretty
can like
epic.
go online and like buy John Dutton's coat and like
I'm a Kevin Costner fan. I always have been.
it's good stuff.
Speaking of Kevin Costner, one of my favorite westerns, modern westerns, is Open Range. Have you seen that?
It's
Did I ever
in the
end up
queue. I
watching
haven't
it?
watched
Oh,
it
it's
yet.
it's
Yeah? Okay.
absolutely.
Is it good?
Oh yeah.
I'll get it watched.
I don't think I
You wanna
watched
talk
it.
about-
Now wait, is this
Wait, no, maybe I did watch that.
cinematographer? I can't say it.
Yeah.
Cinematographer good, or is this like normal people good?
No,
Are you snobby good right now? Are you?
On Open Range.
Yeah.
It visually tells a really good story. There's not any like big, huge, like crazy cinematography movements and stuff like that. But what it does is
Watch
it
that.
what my judge of a good film is if you can watch it and you can't see the cuts. Where like you start watching it and
Oh,
after
I
5
see.
minutes you're like, I'm not even noticing the cuts on
I
this.
was
It's just
laughing
it
at your
flows.
first podcast because there's a point where Michelle calls you out on like
Oh,
your
yeah,
snobbery.
Yeah.
There's some you're like, I just can't.
So where she's talking about, there's one of my favorite. Batman Begins. So the Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale.
Yeah.
So we're sitting and watching it one day, and there is one cut in the movie, and the way they cut it, it's me off like royally.
Oh my
And I
God,
was
you
like,
just beat
did.
yourself.
I know. Like I didn't even have the button.
I know. It sounded like you did though.
I did. It
just
sounded
beat
just like I
yourself.
hit the button.
But you're a true actor.
it really made me mad, and I was like, "Are you kidding?" So I had to stop the film, and I told her why it made me mad.
Rah, rah. That's what
He
Michelle.
went out, had some wassel, smoked a cigarette, came back and watched
It's
it.
fine now.
But it's what we do. Because, like, we'll be watching some show and there'll be some legal proceeding. I'm like, that's not how that works. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch Law and Order then because you just.
Oh,
like,
I don't.
No.
Oh, no, I can't. Like,
I'm
lawyer
the-
movies.
No,
I'm the
no.
same way with all those classic preacher movies.
Yeah. I bet you
No,
are.
they put
Leap of
realtors.
faith.
They put
Blasphemy!
Fletch returns.
Oh, that's one of my.
Actually,
Yeah.
the Four Christmases scene, we watched that last night, and where they go to the church. You don't know this movie?
I don't know if I've
Reese
seen Four
Witherspoon and
Christmases.
Vince Vaughn. It's a
I've
subtly
seen
like
snippets of it.
I've seen it
it's
twice,
sneaking
but I
up
don't
there
remember.
in Christmas movies.
Yeah,
It's But there's a scene where they go to church and they get called out. Reese and Vince Vaughn, the characters, get called out to be Mary and Joseph. And anyway, the whole bit, it's like this charismatic church service, and so it's like the pastor comes out like a rock star. You know? Everybody's like, "Ah!" Anyways.
Kind of like Story Church.
Yeah, right. My walk-up music,
Yeah.
commonplace for me.
With the hair.
If they're not loud enough, I go back out and come
Come
back
back
in.
in,
Give them
yeah.
another shot. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They
You got a little encore sermon. Call you back out.
I just like
Every week.
Every week.
to
It's
know
embarrassing.
everything you see on HGTV and any realtor portrayed is not true at all. My favorite thing is when they put a realtor in a show and then the realtor calls it realtor. Because it's not. It's
It's not
realtor.
real.
I
Yeah.
fixed myself. I don't
Yeah,
say realtor.
I had to
say
fix
realtor.
I grew up in a family
So-
of realtors, and I had
So,
to fix
so
myself.
on that note, Shane and I went to a wedding. A friend of mine that it was in Atlanta or just south of Atlanta. Crazy, like old plantation ranch. I've
Oh,
never
neat.
been anything like this. Anyway,
Yeah.
the bride was on that show, Say Yes to the Dress.
Yeah.
So we watched it before we went to this wedding,
Uh-oh.
right? And so they always pick out one, right?
Mhm.
So they pick out the one bridesmaid who's just awful about the dress, and they catch her like making these faces, like and saying these
Yeah.
awful comments. And we meet her at the wedding. She was our favorite person at the wedding.
Aww.
And the funny thing was, and they all talked about it, like that's not what happened.
They
Yeah.
just
She
cut
wasn't.
it
They
a
just
certain
cut these
way.
little. They caught her face. They caught these little things, and they took them out of context. And it was just hilarious to see the episode and then hear the
Meet
real
the
story,
person.
meet the person. We're Facebook friends to this day. Like we love her. She's fantastic. So it's
she
funny.
was the villain.
She was the villain of
That
the
is
show,
true, though. I mean, that is the weird thing about TV, and with local news. About a year ago, this is when I stopped watching the news primarily. About a year ago, I saw a snippet on a local news channel about something I happened to know about, and I'm like, no, that's
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Like they've
Yeah.
not looked at that at all. They've not talked to anybody else. That's just one side, and I was like, it's all
Fake
crap.
news!
Yeah. So this is the
It's
cliffhanger
all
for next
garbage.
week's episode. We're going to talk about fake news.
Yeah.
next
Talking about
week.
fake news.
And just to be clear, all realtors are real estate agents, but
Yes.
not all real estate agents are
All
realtors.
realtors. That is
And
correct.
really quickly, that is the power of video. And if you need
Yeah.
that power, give me a call.
He does
Bravo
that.
Creative.
Sock
He
cam.
tells lies in video.
Lies, it's all lies.
Oh, hey, that's a pretty good show.
That's fun.
I
It
think,
wound up.
I think we ultimately did pretty good there.
I think.
Yeah.
I started with 3 people. I still have 3 people.
Hey, you hang
We'll
on
call
to them
that a
all.
Success.
That's pretty good.
Thank you, whoever you 3 are.
Well, Keaton and I will be back tomorrow, and the sheriff
Oh,
says
yeah.
he's coming one of these days.
I need to message him. I think he might come tomorrow.
That'd be great.
Might
I
be
messaged.
clean
I
the
was
place.
talking to him, chatting with him last night. But
Okay, good.
we're hoping to have
I'm gonna
Webster
send him
County
a
Sheriff.
message
Like a
today.
drug house in
See if
here.
we can get Shayna in here.
We want somebody from local law enforcement to talk about holiday safety and things like that, things you can do during the holidays. That's
So-
the goal. I need to message him. I'm glad you
Yeah,
said
I
that.
think we'll have Sheriff Roy Cole on here.
Which means I should probably be here tomorrow too.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
chat him up. We'll see. Roy,
I
if you're
will.
watching, we know you're not, but we have no reason to believe that you're not watching.
probably fighting crime.
Oh wait, my mother-in-law says Netflix has 2 seasons of Virgin River. She recommends Virgin River.
I've heard
Virgin
that's
River.
I've heard that's good too.
Okay, so we'll get that out there.
I have recently heard about this.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you guys.
See ya.
Bye guys.